What's going on, people? Welcome to another live stream. One of those official ones, yeah? Hope you're well and safe. Hope your family's all good. What's up, Marcus? Big shouts to you, bro. Out to Natalie. Shouts to Cedra, Facebook crew. So got a little live stream lined up for you today. As most of you know, I love to make music. I love to make beats. I'm always willing to share the knowledge. Help anyone out. If you got any questions about something you might want to know, you want to learn, hit me up, man, on the DMs. I'm always all ears for you guys, honestly. So today I thought I would do, because in the past I think I've done a bit of a hip-hop live stream, how to make a hip-hop beat, rap beat. Quite recently I was going through some new beats actually. The last one I think I did, playing some new garage tracks that I'm playing with, some new garage tracks that I'm working on, housey, garagey. When I say garage and I say house, and you know, it's all based on EDM music, electronic dance music. So that's what I'm going to be working on for you guys today. A more upbeat track, something housey, something dancey, something electronic dance music. Anyone who loves dance music knows that it comes in different BPMs. And when I say BPM, as in like speed, how fast the track is. And you've got like some of the chill dance house, deep house, and you've got more of the upbeat techno, tech, minimal, garage, bass. So it all lives around from 120 BPM to 130, even higher to 135, depending on the style of music. And I mean, there's so many different tempos and BPMs that you can work with. So today I'm going to be working on something that's probably about 128, 124, 128. So it's something in between 124, 128 BPM. Something quite upbeat to get your feet moving, to get you dancing. Something for a Saturday night, getting you ready to before you go out, or when you hit the party and you hear this track and you're going to be bouncing and dancing to it. Outs to Pedro, out to TK, aka Tara Kelly. Yes, Tara, you're going to come on the live and show me some new music? What are you saying? Shouts to Tara Kelly. Check out her track, actually, My Love, featuring myself, of course, on the production, out on all streaming digital platforms. Little shameless plug there. So yeah, welcome to another live stream right here on my Facebook page. Make sure you give me a follow if you haven't yet. Share the page as well with your family, with your friends, in the groups. I know everyone likes getting busy in the Facebook group, so check out my Facebook group as well, called Jo Paulo's Jukebox. A really cool Facebook group where I post funny stuff, loads of talent, loads of music stuff, loads of just funny clips from movies, loads of memes, all positive vibes, of course. So always share the stuff on the Facebook groups if you can. So as I mentioned before, today I'm going to be doing a housey kind of electro dance tutorial from scratch, from the beginning. No tricks, no pre-loops, no preloaded patterns or anything like that. And as you can see right here on this page, as you can see the live stream, I'm also showing my Logic screen so you can see as I'm working at the same time, showing you step by step. I mean, I do my best, I try my best, of course. And like I said, if any of you have got any questions or you want to know anything, or how did you do that, what did you click, just hit me up, throw them questions at me. I'm all good for that. So we're going to be making a housey dance track, something that's upbeat, something that's going to have a nice bass line to it, some nice hi-hats giving it the flow and the rhythm, some nice kick drums, and of course a snare clap. So yeah, loads of different layers to build up a housey dance track. So I even have not actually decided on a BPM. Right now, as you can see, I've got this new project lined up on the Logic, and I just uploaded a little instrumental for you guys here as an intro, as an introduction. And that's actually an instrumental of a new track that's just dropped. One by Rubik's. Check out Rubik's. She's got a new track out called Quiero, featuring an amazing artist from America who goes by the name of Bobzilla. Shouts to Bobzilla. You got myself on the production and my bro Akil artist as well. It's got sort of like a reggaeton, Afrobeat, dancehall kind of vibe. I love making this kind of music as well, man. Let me just let you sit with this. This is straight dance floor with this one. Grab your gal, grab your boy, get straight to it. So like I said, check out Rubik's. Available on all digital outlets. That's Rubik's spelt with a double I. Featuring Bobzilla, Jo Paulo and Akil production. So as you can see, all I've got on the screen there, on the Logic screen, is this simple instrumental. Little intro music for you guys. Reggaeton vibes. Yeah, man. Really love that beat. A beat actually that I created about 3 years ago, man. Just been sitting there and then finally got together with Rubik's, Bobzilla. We brought that out. It's called Quiero. So welcome once again if you just joined in my live stream here on the Facebook page, facebook.com/Jo Paulo. So as mentioned earlier, today I'm doing a live stream and we are going to create a housey, dancey, disco, modern kind of bassy, upbeat track. One that you can cut shapes to, one that you can shuffle your feet to. It's going to be a vibe, I promise you. And I love to share the Logic screen with you, so of course you can see what I'm doing as we're going along. If you look right there, that's my Logic screen. So I'm going to show you that there's no special tricks or any preloaded loops or anything. straight from scratch, straight from the beginning, creating sounds, creating patterns, creating layers to make a dance track. And I know a lot of you love dance music on my Facebook page. Dance music is such an amazing sound that is worldwide and highly danced to as well in the clubs. It's the type of music that you could play for hours and hours and just dance all night, man. So let's get straight into it without further ado. We've got an empty project here, as I said, and I'm simply going to look for some cool sounds to go with my upbeat dance track that I'm making for you guys today. Apologies if I sound a bit funny on the microphone. Just had some nice dinner, classic old jacket potato with some baked beans and cheese. I mean, you just can't go wrong. But you know how it just bloats you? You just feel like, whoa. After a jacket potato, beans and cheese, you just want to go to sleep. You just need a siesta, I'm telling you. Shouts to Winkle. Shouts to the whole TGE family as well. Everyone getting involved. An amazing tournament that's going on right now, hosted by my bro Doze and D Part as well. TGE Gang, the Great Escape Challenge. Started from one. We're at a tournament right now with 32 contestants involved going head to head. So make sure you check that out on the Instagram. Follow up the page at the TGE Show all together. And yeah, get involved, man. Drop us a 1-minute video of you rapping about money. The concept is money, so all you got to do is rap or sing about money, and that's what it's all about. So big shouts to everyone involved. So let's get straight into this. We're going to be making something upbeat, something dance, something house. Hey. So first of all, I usually like to start my dance house beat with a simple kick drum. Just a continuous drum, giving you that rhythm, the foundation of a house track. Okay. Of course, I didn't select a drum pattern like an idiot. So I'm using the amazing old school Ultra Beat plugin. Comes standard with your Logic Pro. And yes, it includes many different kits, plugins, instruments. It's a great machine, man. I can't doubt the Ultra Beat. And if you check my previous live streams, I'm always repping the Ultra Beat. Some producers might laugh at me, and I say, yeah, I don't care, man, because Ultra Beat is like one of the classics, honestly, and it's full of good, great sounds. Right. I hope you guys can hear that nice and clear. Sounding good to me. Hope it sounds good to you. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Shouts to everyone getting involved. Out to Just. Out to Ellen as well. Watling crew. Always much love for my London crew. You know, London, north, south, east, west. Yeah. Right. So we were looking for a drum kit to add to this house dance beat, which I'm making today. And usually I just go with a standard one that sounds good, kind of in terms of quality and punchiness. And then I can always come back and change the sound of anything. I can change the sound of a kick drum, a clap, a hi-hat, whatever it is. Main thing is just laying down a pattern, something to start off with, something to get you rolling and in the mood. And I feel like that one is just too powerful. So let's go with the classic electro house drum kit. That's the one. So I'm gonna decide on, let's say 128 is the BPM that I'm gonna go with. Hope you guys can see the Logic screen all right as well. I've done my best to produce the screen so that you can see what I'm doing here. So at the top of the Logic screen right now, I'm changing the BPM. We got it at 128, as you can see there. So if we play it along to the metronome. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. I feel like 128 is a good one. It's quite fast. It's high up there, almost hit the 130s, but it's not giving you the 130. So it still has a nice groovy sound. We can always change the BPM as well, but we'll keep it at 128 now. So I've got my kick, or my drum kit, loaded up there as well. So I'll just go in and straight in with the house kick. I mean, most people, you wouldn't even know, but there's always the same sort of drum kick that runs through most of the house tracks out there, most of the dance and disco kind of vibes. I mean, they always change. Everyone has their unique patterns and styles of doing house and dance music. But the foundation of house music is literally 4 kicks or 8 kicks, however many bars you want to say, that do the same thing, and it's this. Boom. And that's your 8 bars there. So if we just record 8 bars of that, 3, 4, and boom. 8 bars of that. And you can hear nicely how offbeat I am there. That's cool. That's cool. I'm not embarrassed. I'm currently having to hold the microphone and try and stream at the same time, but it's all good. We're working. We're doing this. So we recorded our beat there, 8 bars or 4 bars, let's say. Going ahead of time there. Half of 8 is 4. So that's my 4 bar kicks. Continuously, and it's hitting bar after bar after bar. That is the foundation of a house dance track. Of course, that's not in beat, so it sounds a bit skippy. So we use the Quantize button, and we will make it sound on beat to the metronome. Yes. And it's quite cool because usually, I mean, a lot of producers might keep that metronome going. Metronome, you know, the little clicker in the background. In the background, of course, which shows you the rhythm of the song, and you know if you're in beat or off beat. Little wavy and can't get the words out. Hey, yoy. So we've laid our kick pattern for the foundation of our house track. Working on the 128 BPM there. Usually what I like to check when I'm recording using my MIDI here, making drum patterns and making all different kind of layers for my track, is always check that it's being recorded at its highest level. So as you can see, these are the notes which I just laid, and it's the pulse kick, and they all look the same color. Usually, you know, Logic shows you in different colors if you press the key not hard enough, or it was too soft, you pressed it too hard, and they all come out as in different volumes. So the key is to have every sound at its highest volume, so it's giving you the full power, you know. One way to do that, of course, is to use the velocity tool, which is this one right here on your toolbox, your tool settings. If you press T and scroll down to V, which is velocity tool, and all you simply do is hold down on one note and scroll up, and as you can see, it's at its highest, 127. So that's the highest volume for that note right there. And each one is at 127, as you can see. So it's giving you the full volume of each hit. It's weird because when you do it on a MIDI and you're inputting your patterns, most people might know, and if you don't, that's a little tip for you to keep everything at a high volume. Not the main volume, which is here on the left hand side. Obviously, that's the whole volume of that one channel. So you can use that to bring down the level once you've completed that little pattern of yours, which I would do. You can see the levels here are quite high on the left, and you want to keep it quite low so it's not peaking for your end mix and product. So that's the foundation there, right there. You've got a house kick. I usually just take off the metronome from now on, because to make things in beat, they've got to go with this kick drum. Out to Isabel. Shouts to the Portuguese family. Welcome to anyone who's just joining on this live stream on the Jo Paulo Facebook page. So today we're working on a house dance track, currently at 128 BPM. Just made a drum beat. Quite nice. I like the punchiness of that. I think we've got a bit of reverb here, as you can see on this channel. Comes as standard. So I'm saying the Ultra Beat machine is banging. Banging. But like I said, if you're not happy with it, you can always switch it, change it to the next one, hear what that sounds like. If you don't like the electro house, go for the electro bump. More punchy in that. Wow, it's not bad. But let's go with the electro house kick, as we're on a electro house vibe. Why not? It suits the sound. So after that one, after making that layer, that pattern, I would then come and make a new sound. And I would make probably the clap or the snare of the song. Usually with house music, it's more of a clap rather than a snare. But you can use snares to make interesting things as well, of course. So let's go with the clap then. Not really feeling the sound of that clap so much, but I'll lay the pattern and then mess with the sound afterwards. It's all good. Shouts to Marcus. So the idea really of a clap is to hit every second bar. So it would be like pow, pow, pow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So every second bar, hit it with the clap, and you should get the nice rhythm. Let's lay this one as well. So the next pattern, laying down a clap on this electro house beat. 3, 4, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. It's nice to work on 4 bars as well. I always mention it on my live stream. So from 1 to 5, that's your 4 bar there. You can always work on an 8 bar, so you can create different layers, different stacks of your production, man. And that's how it all comes to life. Honestly, music, that's how it comes to life. Shouts to David Barton. Massive shouts to you, bro. Old school from day. Don't forget, share this stream with anyone who you think might like to know about music production. I'm doing some studio tips today. We're making a electro house kind of beat, something upbeat to get you moving, get you shuffling, get you cutting shapes to this. So that's our clap there. So I'm not really feeling the sound of the clap, so I would come along and change that, which is all good. And I'll simply just go through the kits and choose a different one, see what. Just listen out. Definitely not that one. That almost sounds like a Michael Jackson beat there to me. Get a remix on that. We turn it into a beatboxing session. Hey. That's not a bad snare. It's actually a snare, so we ain't really got a clap there. Some really good sounds in this kit. Epic Electro. I'm actually feeling this now. I don't know why. It sounds quite cool. So the beauty of this Ultra Beat thing as well, you can mess around with the settings in here with each sound. You've got all the sounds here on the left. So the snare's in there. You can see it highlighted every time it hits. You can mess with the pitch. Bring a bit of reverb in. Oh my god, we're in a vibe right now. Always nice to do a bit of EQing while you're going along, why not? Usually I pretty much compress all the sounds and EQ them as I go, so it saves time to later on when you're about to do your mix. Then you can just do smaller tweaks rather than the whole big taking out frequencies and all of that. So this is our nice drum kick. Bit of EQ boosts up the sound quality as always. Yes. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through it right now. We've got a drum pattern, which is a kick. And we've got a snare there as well. Rolling at 128 BPM. What I'm thinking is I'm just going to make a few different layers of me creating different patterns, filling up the gaps in between the kick and the clap. We're going to be having hi-hats rolling through, some percussion, all different things in this electro epic drum pattern that we've got here. We've got some really good sounds, so it's only right that we play around and just create and create and create and have fun. So I'm going to create a few different layers and I'll come back and I'll talk you through them rather than just talking all over it. Let's just get creative and enjoy the vibes. So we're rolling right now in the live session. Jo Paulo, welcome to the Jo Paulo Facebook page. If you're first comer, hello, welcome. If you're returning and supporting, much love to you always. And you know me, I always show love and support back. So if you know, give me a follow, give me a share. I'll always do the same for you. So right now we're getting into how to make a house, dance, electro kind of beat. That's what I thought I'd do for you guys today. And I'm enjoying it actually. We're rolling at 128 BPM, as you can see here at the top on the screen, on the Logic screen, that way or that way. Because I'm showing you step by step of what's going on. So I went on a little craze, made a few different layers. So far we've got a kick drum, and we got a clap as well. So then I made a little percussion. It's always them hits in between that you want to hit. Also now I added a hi-hat, that's what I'm trying to say. Usually it's nice to have this skippy hi-hat which hits on the, I'll show you just the kick and the hi-hat here. So it's like on the off beat, you kind of do a 1, 2, you hit it on the 2, but it's a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and where 2 is hitting, that's where you put the hat. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So yeah, it's a nice skippy feel. A lot of house tracks have that formula, that little kind of hi-hat which sits in between the hat. It sits in between the kick and the clap. So we've got a kick, a clap, a bit of percussion, a hi-hat. You can already hear, you know, without a bass line on that, it's already thumping, and you're going to add a bass line on top of that. That's when the music and the energy comes to life. Right now we're laying the foundation of the drums, and this is what it is. It's the kick, the clap, the snare, the hi-hats, the percussion, all them kind of sounds. Hit that share button, let everyone know what's happening here. Jo Paulo's live stream. We're doing some studio tips, showing you some new beats. We're producing a house electro track together today. And if you like house, you're in for a treat. If you're not, just take in the process, take in how it works and the formulas. It took me hours and hours of listening to music made from amazing, legendary artists and how they make their beats. Even just listening by ear, not seeing, you know, this stuff. You can see the patterns here that I'm showing you, but when you're just listening with your own ear and just figuring out where everything sits and where the hats and the claps go and where the hi-hats sit and where the percussion hits and all that, it's quite interesting. It's like the blueprint of music. Right, so I added another hi-hat in there. What? So it's that one there. What? 1, 2, 1. So I hit it on like the third beat. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. So just before the third bar. A lot of house music is that as well, you know, it's filling in the gaps, having different sounds in different places, kind of like, almost like not leaving any gaps, but of course you need gaps, because otherwise music would just sound constant, it would just be one long note, like, obviously music is not that, but it's the gaps and the skips of where we're filling in, and obviously being in time. So I added one last little percussion sound, which is right there. Hey. So right after the second bar, sorry, just before the end of the second bar, little hit, kind of like a little cowbell sound. Yeah. And together they sound like that. Sounding pretty good in my opinion. Right, I think we should get onto some sounds, some bass line, or maybe we could start off with some chords. Maybe we won't get too excited just yet. Shouts to everyone who's enjoying the show. Live stream on the Facebook page. Studio production tips with myself, Jo Paulo. Making it sound like a radio show, but it's not a radio show. Just hanging out, man, you know, speaking about music, hoping that I'm helping you guys at the same time as I'm showing you what I'm doing here on the Logic screen. There's me looking at my phone, always making sure that everything looks okay. So actually, there was one thing that I was going to say, which is on this sound, for example, on this second hi-hat that I added, you always got to be careful with how long your notes are, because what's going on here? You always got to be careful. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna repeat myself. So my second hat there, which is this sound, so as you can see, some of them are longer than others. Some are very short, like this one. Some are very long, like that one. And it makes them sound different. So obviously the sound doesn't carry on. It doesn't follow through. You see how they sound quite different each and every time. It's cool if you want it to sound like that as well. As a different effect that happens every so often in the track. Or you just obviously make them all the same so that you don't have any problems, or you feel like something's slipping or clashing with the music at some point in the song. So I usually just copy and paste the best one and make that the same thing throughout. Sounds a bit better. That third one was sounding a bit short before, but it's all good. It's all good in the hood. So I think we should go on to some chords. Some chords are always very exciting. It's usually my favorite part of bringing the song to life. Usually I just go straight in with the bass line, you know, like just give them the bass line. Bow, 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 bow. But sometimes it's good just to hold back a bit. It's nice actually when you first create a melody and then you wrap the bass line around it. It's such a good feeling, especially when you hit the right notes, the right keys. And it's like, ooh, that's the one. So let's go with some chords or a nice melody, something to bring this song to life. So as you can see, going straight from scratch, kick, clap, percussions, hats in there, a few different layers just to create this 128 rhythm, 128 BPM rhythm. Working on something housey, electro, that kind of vibe today. Just showing you guys the step-by-step formula. It's also nice always to play with the volumes. That's another thing that's always in inside this kind of music, is like loads of different little patterns that are there, but they're very low in volume, so you can only just about hear them. You can only just about hear them. But although it helps towards the rhythm, that's helping behind the scenes. Like every great piece of art, you know, there's always something going on in the background that you can't see as much, but it's what puts it all together. See, just those little simple tweaks of bringing the clap there up in volume just a bit, turn down a few of the hats and the percussion sides, and you can hear it coming through even nicer now. Turn up my cowbell there, give it some reverb, some echo. We've got some echo, loads of reverb. Hey, right, let's see if we can get a nice melody rolling through this. Usually it's the same thing for me when I go to find a sound that I'm going to use for my melody, my main lead melody, for example. I always have to find a decent kind of sound. So in the synthesizer section here in Logic, you've got some great sounds. EDM, of course, always stands out to me when I'm making a house track here on Logic, and especially today as we're going through a housey kind of upbeat track. A nice set of chord sounds in here, actually. Some of them already give you that inspiration, and I'll play you some of them. And they sound really, really tasty, right? So let's go and try to play around with some chords here. See what we can come up with. Straight away, that one gives me a good feel. So let's play around with some sounds now, see what we can come up with. We're working on a main lead melody now to hit the foundation of this house track. We've got the drums there, really working nice. Kick, clap, percussion, hi-hats and all that. So let's play around and see what we come up with this melody. good vibes. Welcome to the live stream if you've just joined. So today we're doing a house, electro dance, upbeat kind of song. So I added two melodies, one main classic chords melodies, which goes like this. Kind of has that old school Ibiza kind of sound behind it. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. Some organic bells there supporting it. Not sure if it's the right bass or not right bass, main synth classic chords to go with it. Maybe I'll try and find a different pattern. What? Gonna squeeze in another little cheeky hat. Literally something simple like this to flow underneath. What? I think I could actually add a nice bass line over these organic bells. Let's have a go. Whoa. So let's try a bass line now onto the nice roundness of the track. This is where it gets exciting. Shout outs to my builder and out to Charlie as well, and Simon. Big shouts to you guys, and Doug. Big shouts to you. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Showing you a step-by-step how to make a house kind of dance track on a 128 BPM. So far we've made some drums. We've got some hi-hats in there. We've got some kicks. We've got clap, snare, a bit of percussion, and we've got some organic bells now as our lead melody. Yes. So we're gonna find a bass now to round it off. Yes, we got the classic ES2 plugin. Of course, very original to Logic. Some breathless pumping bass, done a few tweaks here. Can always mess around with the octaves with this amazing ES2 plugin. You've got one there, one there, one there, so 3 different ones you can play with. Out to the Facebook crew, hope you're enjoying this live stream. Doing a little step-by-step how to make a dance track. Something upbeat. We are working on the 128 BPM. Have created a few nice layers so far. Kick, clap, percussion, a bit hi-hats, some nice organic bells, and we've just rounded it off with a nice bass. Sounding good, sounding smooth. And I mean, pretty much already from only that amount of layers, literally 9 layers of different sounds there, some kicks, some claps, some percussion hits, some hi-hats, some bells, and a bit of bass line. And if you watch from the start, you know this has been started from scratch. No preloaded loops or anything like that. We literally just went with basic patterns. And the more you make, the more good it sounds. Yes. Come on. Bit of lactitude is popping in there. Of course, there's a lot happening with the OBS and that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you go on to start obviously copying and pasting this project to make it longer and longer. Already works for a little intro there. Take away the kick drums, the claps, a bit of percussion, leave the hi-hats in there, and the bass line and the organic bells. Yes. Maybe introduce the drums. Yes. You know, come on, let's get to the dance floor. Let's get the dance floor. 1, 2, 3, let's go. And then it kicks in. I mean, it pretty much flows, and then from there, you would go on to add, of course, some more melodies if you feel like, some more hi-hats, some more kick drums, whatever you feel like, man. You just have fun with music. That's what it's all about. And I've had fun going through this with you guys, of course, and if you watch this later and you didn't watch it live, big ups to you as well for taking the time out to watch through to see what I'm doing here. And I do these things to help people, you know, to show anyone out there who might need a bit of help of creating some music. I love making it, and then back in my day when I started learning music, there was times where I didn't have anyone to teach me, and you just try and learn, like I said earlier, by listening to different styles of music, and that's what it's all about. So this is a 128 BPM beat. Something housey, something electro house, whatever you want to call it. It's upbeat. It will make you dance and it will make you move. And it includes the basic foundations and formulas of what is used in house and dance music. So, hope you enjoyed it. Look out for more live streams, of course, throughout the year on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Jo Paulo. Give me a follow, give me a like. Of course, I will follow you back anytime. Follow me at I am Jo Paulo across all social media networks. So facebook.com/I am Jo Paulo. And I've enjoyed making this beat for you guys. For myself even. Who knows, this might come out very soon. Hey. Yes. Yes. Come on. Whoa. Yes. Feel like this leads to like a big drop, which really sounds like a nice throw in. Talking shit now. Apologies, guys. Apologies. It's bank holiday weekend actually in London. Hope you guys are having a good one. Isolating, keeping it quarantine, lockdown sessions, whatever you want to call it right now. And you just got to make the most of it. Keep creative. You know, that's what it's always about. Is staying creative. And these times when we're not allowed to go anywhere, we're locked in. Nothing better than to just make music and enjoy some good vibes. And I've got an Adobe Creative Cloud error pop up on my laptop now because it's bugging out. I don't know what's going on. I'm not even on any Adobe shop. Any Adobe program. I'm not on Photoshop or anything. Get off my screen, man. Jeez. Come on. Yeah. Yes. Loving it. See, I forgot to copy over the pattern like an idiot. So I'd probably have a 8-bar intro, rolling into another 8-bar kind of like rolling introduction. This is what it's all about from here. Don't tell me that don't want to make you dance, because it does, and 128 BPM always does that. So I've got them claps there as well, doing the pow 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 pow. Knocking at your door. Hey. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. What? Come on. Cause we're leaning up to a big drum, leaning up to a big drum, leaning up to a big drum, leaning down. And then that's where the big drop would drop. Ba 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 pow. Big drop meaning we would probably have just a dark bass doing a lot of the work there. Get rid of the high side. You know what I mean? You're focused more on the bass line now, no high melodies. Yeah. 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 Usually what I do is I double the bass. Actually just copy the bass again down to an empty channel and change that sound of the new channel. Add another bass on top of the original bass you just made. And it can get quite fun because then you've got like two basses mixed together. I know it can be quite powerful, so obviously you've got to mind your volumes so that they're not both as loud as each other, one higher, one lower, or balance, however you like to do it. Wow. Okay, so now you hear the flavor. Flavor inside. Wow, wow. And that's verse. That's the first verse and chorus there. If we're talking strong song structure. Really struggling to get the words out tonight, guys. Sorry. Just let the music do the talking, Jo Paulo. Shut the fuck up, JP. Let me leave that with you, yeah? I'll be back into. Sounds as Jo Paulo. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it sounded pretty nice. I really like the sound of it. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial of how to make a basic kind of dance housey kind of track, giving you the foundation. Even if you're listening back, trust me, this is useful and it's good. I used a 128 BPM. I'm not sure how clear the Logic screen is for you guys, which I'm producing for you here on this live stream next to my camera screen. There, I think it's there or there. I'm quite stupid when it comes to this reverse camera thing. But anyway, but before I close this project, I wanted to show you guys a really cool thing as well, which you can get carried away with and have fun with. So you could do a cool thing like mute all your melodies, your main melodies. In this case, we've only got a bass there at the beginning, and then we've got our bells popping in. So if we take out all of the melodies and we just keep our drum patterns, so all the drum patterns that I made, and we hit the loop button, and we could play around some loops because Logic has got some nice, decent loops. I'm not gonna lie. Logic Pro does actually provide you with some nice loops to work with, and you can do a search on them. So you can click up here on instrument. Like I said, I don't know how clear it is for you guys on the Logic screen, but I'm trying my best. So on the top right of Logic, there's this kind of like loop kind of button. It looks like a roller coaster when you go upside down. So you hit that, hit instrument, all these different instruments come up. Say for example you like electric guitar, go to electric guitar, and all these different things will pop up. Your volume control is just down here in the middle. You can play one of them. Get carried away with the volume. That's the thing, you really need to turn it down. So you can play them solo, of course. So let's not use electric guitar because it's quite... Electric guitar is quite heavy for a house track like this, I would say. So if I went something more like a synthesizer, see what we can find in here. Ooh, now we're talking. The exciting thing is you can actually play that loop alongside your beat. So if you play your beat, and then all you got to do while your beat is playing, you just click on that chord once and it will start playing it, and it will actually put it in beat for you, so you can hear it exactly how it would sound if you was to add it to your song. And as you can hear, it sounds awesome. So you can go through them as well. There's loads. And of course, you can use these in your music. They're actually royalty free, so you can do your thing and put these out if you manage to make it a really good song and put it out on radio and whatnot, and across all the digital platforms like everybody does nowadays. But it's a good way to have fun as well, is what I'm saying, is by using your drum patterns, your drums that you've made, and then just coming into the loop section and finding cool lead melodies that you could work with and work around. You could make a whole track with a whole melody structure here even beats. They've even got drum loops in here which you can use, and it's really, really cool way to make music as well. I don't doubt that. So I'll show you guys actually how to do it just before we go, and how to get some of these great loops into your own kind of created drum patterns that you've made. So it's like half from scratch and half pre-made. And no doubt, believe me when I say this, a lot of dance tracks that are out there have this structure, have this process of music building where loops and samples are used alongside things that are made from scratch, like drum patterns. As you saw, I've made this drum pattern from scratch. The kick, the hat, the snare, the hi-hat, the percussion, all of that. And now we're simply just choosing a pre-made melody, like a loop. Kind of like that first one that we came across. I forgot what it's called now. Is it Wild Synth? Got some dodgy flies in here. Hate those little bastards. Hey, that sounds very, very David Guetta-ish. David Guetta. LMFAO. Let's find a nice loop to go with my drums. Move your body. Everybody, move your body. Everybody, move your body. Move. That's what that reminds me of. Sounds quite sick. Let's hear it with the synth. Chill, chill. One, two. This one's quite mad. All right, let's use it quite like that. It's punchy, it's flowing. So simply what you do to add these ones, when they're blue, as you can see here, if you can see, that this is a wave sample. This is a wave loop, a WAV loop, a WAV sample, which means you can't edit it, but you can use it. It basically, it's just an audio file. So you can't edit it in a very specific way. You're very limited because it's just like an audio file. I'll show you. So if you can see that zoomed in there, that's the file there. It's just a WAV. It's just WAVs, man. It's just waves, wavy. Which means you can't edit it in terms of where you see my stuff from scratch. this is editing, and you've got control of moving your beats wherever you want to, whichever bar you want. Whereas with a wave, you don't have that. It just looks like that. And what you do is you come along and you snip it. If you want to move something, you snip the bits that you don't like or that you do like, and you want to move it, you want to change it, you want to put that there. But it's just not the same. It doesn't sound the same, of course, because it's just a recording and you don't have full control. But you can do some cool things with it. Of course, that doesn't sound good. Yeah. So we've dragged that into the song now. And yeah, what I was going to say is, because I didn't show you, in case you don't know, and you might want to know how to put that sample in there. So back to the loop screen, which is there. And if that wasn't there, what you do is just hit the plus, create an audio track. Because it's a WAV, it's a blue one. You have to drag it into an audio channel for it to work. And then you drag it from there out here, and you're good to go, man. And of course, like I said, there's no harm in saying that using loops and samples is a great thing, because it makes your music sound different, and already you have inspiration to work with, which is a great thing. So as you can see, when I dragged it out, it's only 4 bars long. That's all it is. But you can just copy and paste it, or you can just loop it. If you're feeling lucky, why not just loop the damn thing? Yes. Also, the great thing about these loop things, which is cool, and I'll show you. So that loop that we just dragged out there, which is called a vintage stab synth, sounds like that. In the key, as you can see here, you got beats, tempo, and key. So how many beats, how long it is. It's 8 bars long, like I said. And then it tells you the BPM that it's set at, which is 125, so not far from mine, which is 128. And then next to that, it's got key as well. So it tells you what key it's being played in, which makes it cooler, even cooler. So when you're going through these loops, so you want to add another one, because obviously you don't have much control about key with WAVs, with these choppy stuff, because you can't really play around with the keyboard. But you can find other cool melodies in C sharp, you know. So C sharp, you just hit that key tab and it will give you all the C sharp melodies in this folder, in this loops folder. Ooh, sounds ghostly. And then you could add that as well on top of that loop that you've just dragged out into your drum kits. So let's try the ghostly synth ARP on top of all of that as well. Jesus. Tell me that don't sound notorious. What's just happened here? I don't know. But I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Wow. No, Liking the sound of that. So we got a ghostly synth ARP as well as the vintage stab. So we'll come along and loop that as well to there, filling up the 8 bar, the 16 bar. 16 bars. Said 16 bars. Heaviest stinking bars. Heaviest stinking bars. Turned into the stinkiest bars. So already, like, the song is totally changed compared to what it was before when I made my own melodies and started off making my own stuff from scratch. Of course, you've got preloaded inspiration, like I was mentioning, and boom, it gets heavy, man. Sounds good. So now you could even come along and start using that bass that you made earlier and input your own bass. Why not? Yeah, man. You just get super creative and get into it. So you can even come along and find more stuff in C sharp. We're getting techie now. We're getting real techie up in here. Getting techie. So we're gonna drag out one more loop. See what we can do with this. Got the bass back in there. Let's copy that to that. Okay. This is how we go. This is how we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Get real messy with it now. See what's happening here. Introducing it like this, like this. Oi, oi. So let's see if we can find a cool bass in C sharp in these loops. I think we do. I think we see. I think I see some C sharp. Bow, 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 bow. Jeez. Ooh. 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 Maybe not. We just went on a craze there of like mad basses, man. Do apologize. That's what happens when you go into these loops. You gotta be careful. You click different ones too fast, you get the madness. Like that. Don't want to put that in a track. But yeah, man, we won't get too much into that. Just wanted to show you that as well. So when you make like a nice layer, a nice stack of layers, I mean, of like a drum pattern of a beat that you might have just created. And then just add some bits on top from the loop section in the Logic loops. So I hope you guys enjoy the live stream. Going through some how to create a house and dance beat at 128 BPM. Of course, you get so creative with house tracks. There's so much more to it, but that's literally the foundation of a direction that you could be heading of creating a house track. Of course, there's a lot of breakbeat sections in house music as well, which I love creating, and probably I might do a more intense house and dance session where you start to really go in with some certain patterns by using side chain effects and arpeggiators and just keep it rolling, really. Just have fun with it. Yeah, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream one more time. Thank you for your ears. Thank you to everyone always supporting, everyone out there who loves music as much as I do. Big up to you. I mean, we'll always stay connected just for that one reason. And I'll always be here, you know, to help you guys out. So give me a shout if you need to know anything that I might know. I don't know everything. That's not what I'm saying. But if you think I can help you with something, then shout me, man. I'm here. I'm always there to pass on the knowledge about music, about inspiration, about good vibes. So gonna leave you guys with this one. Stay safe, keep well. And look out for more live streams and good fun. Hey.